Oh man, wow, Zoe, that was amazing. What a great way to kickstart the show this Women's Month. That was the award-winning singer, songwriter and prolific performer Zoe Modiga coming through with her single Isegazini from her latest offering Inganegwane. Welcome to Trendz Live.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here with you.
Look, I'm trying to figure out what's your sound. Tell us about your sound.
I would say my sound really is just the meeting of the past, the present, and the future of modern African music. Everything that you can imagine that we come from as a people is what I try to express, using storytelling in a way that allows people to see themselves in the music.
You're speaking about storytelling, and I know most artists, always emphasize that they like to tell a story through their music. Is this the case with you as well?
Absolutely. I really believe that part of being an artist is to be able to reflect the times and to be able to be in a lot of the conversations that are happening right now. So that is what I try to do in my music, to reflect the times and to give a soft landing to all the people that are there, to celebrate, to dance and to cry and to laugh and to sing along with the music.
Now, speaking about reflecting the times, we're in Women's Month now, and we're seeing a whole lot of artistry that is coming also, in the shape of the women in the country as well as the global community as well. What does being a woman this Women's Month for you as an artist mean?
I believe more in a woman's life than a woman's month, to be very honest with you, because I think the impact that we have as women in the world is something that is there 365 days of the year. But it is beautiful to have a month that is dedicated to us, where we're able to see ourselves and to celebrate the different ways that we are able to contribute to society and contribute in the art space, as you have heard with Isegazini. I think it really is just all about being able to see ourselves and to be seen by our communities as well.
And this title, Isegazini, right? It's in the album that you've just took out now. It's Inganegwane.
Yes.
The title is actually self-explanatory when it comes to telling stories, because
Absolutely.
You're definitely telling stories in that particular album. Take me through some of the tracks that stand out for you.
So Inganegwane was an album released in the thick of the pandemic, June of 2020, and it's been able to really stand the test of times and it has been able to be very relevant to the conversations that are happening. So you have songs like Ise Kazini that remind us that everything that we need is within us. There's songs like Abantu that is there to really show the power of Black people and for us to celebrate ourselves and to see that we are chosen and that we mean something in this world right now. But I think it would take the whole day because I find that there's different songs in the album that speak to different things and each is important, so I can't pick one.
Yeah. So where do people find Zoe?
Zoe is found on the internet. Zoe can be seen at performances and shows, but for those of you who wish to connect with me, you can follow me on all social media. That's at Zoe Modiga or at _Zoe Modiga on Twitter and all social platforms. I'm always excited and happy to connect with music lovers.
And we're excited and happy to have you on Trendz Live. Thank you so much indeed for your time. Now, of course, that was, of course, Zoe Modiga speaking to us about life and all things music and about her career, of course, and just talking to us about the significance of music and the upcoming ventures in the music industry. Right, what a powerhouse there, Zoe Modiga. Thank you so much for that performance. Now, the street of Amapiano has plenty of female vocalists that push the music forward with their amazing voices, thus pushing the envelope. Lady Do is pioneering in this space and is a female that's dominating not only as a vocalist, but as a rapper. Our producer, Silepe Maifadi, had a chat with the Waza hitmaker. Take a look.
Today we are out and celebrating something that talks about shaping your world, and we're celebrating Women's Month. It's Women's Day, and how better to do this by hanging out with Lady Do and doing it in a fashionable way. We're in a dressing room, okay? So you were never ready for that. How you doing?
I'm good, how are you? Wow.
Wow. Who is Lady Do? Where do you come from? What makes you tick?
Lady Do is from Foster's, Kelepanzula. I think you guys have seen that. I am the most realist celebrity you'll find.
Okay. Tell us about why we're here today.
So today I think is an experience of understanding what it takes to shape a woman. Levi's has collaborated with women to actually show people the backside of where our lives started, because I think a lot of people just see us successful and they see us doing what we do, but they don't know where we come from and what we do. So they kind of sharing the narrative from our side instead of people just knowing what they know,
What has been like your challenges when it comes to selecting denim, and how best do you rock it? Especially on stage.
No, I think picking a denim for me would be as long as I am comfortable. I don't think I worry about what it looks like or whatever. I'm not a fashion forward person. I prefer something that makes me comfortable in front of people and something that I feel comfortable in, and something that I know when I'm sitting with you I'd be very comfortable doing anything I like, So yeah, man, I think that's how I pick my denim. But problem area is the zip and the button.
I think you can get a fanny pack or something So when it comes to discussing women's issues, I mean, it's Women's Month, and we know that there's a lot within the music industry that women face. What would you say are those main challenges that you can see right now the women in the space are finding ways of maneuvering around them?
So I think more than anything, I've always said morals before business. But the most important one that I've always been fighting for, and I'm still fighting for right now, is the fact that women never get paid as much as men do. And I don't think they get recognized as much as men do. So that's why I think I have taken the platform to be able to represent women the same way men would represent themselves, which is why I'm rapping in Amapiano, because most men rap and females sing. So I'm leaving the females to continue doing what they are doing, but trying to be the leader in the rap side so that I can be on par with the men and open doors for females.
Stepping into that rap game, tell me, how do you come about your lyrics? Or before we get to that, we know how do you get yourself in that groove?
So guys, I teach a lot of the artists and I say your music is who you are, not what you create. Being creative is not just writing anything that comes to mind. It's actually being able to live what you write. So every song that I am on that is a lyric is actually a story of my life. I just narrate it a different way. I mean, Woza, it's a tribute to the legends that have fallen, Mandoza, Lebo Matosa, Mshoza, Pro, because they taught us how to rap and still be real and be Wanako Kasi and be proud of the fact that you come from the hood, So I am embracing the fact that my path was created by them, which is why I say on the song, with their performance. So they must not leave with the spirit of performance because we are here to take over it. So let them endorse us with that spirit. So Woza is that I think you guys will see that later on with the video where I explain what my songs mean and what they are, but they're actually my personal life.
Well, guys, you gotta listen closely because Lady Do is sharing a whole lot of amazing things this Women's Month. Thank you so much for speaking to us on Trendz Live.
Wow.
Wow.
South Africans are known for making a plan and celebrating with a braai or getting down without shiners to local tunes. Grit is in our DNA. Let's roll with inclusivity at the beach or in our national parks. Celebrate all things South Africa with us on Friday, 2nd September, where your I Celebrate SA Casual Day stickers and merchandise in support of persons with disabilities. Stickers available at participating retailers, NPOs, organisations, schools and casualday.co.za.
Why stand still when you can move? Move your soul, go past your limits. Learn Izaga and speak money, then come jive on my street. Shake the concrete, just move to the sound of your heartbeat. Pump your adrenaline, let's go. Short left, motorbiking, pole dancing, deep sea diving, zip lining, gold mining, pheasant hunting, just move. Move with the sun and the thunder. We are people of trends and color, people of friends and hot summers. Hashtag we move the needle, we move the people, we move our mind, body and spirit too. So why stand still when you can move?
Something for the taste buds now. Foodies, experience seekers, and adventurous diners, brace yourselves. The Diner Time Stories SA's Le Petit Chef has returned to Joburg with a brand new dining experience, You Naturel, which is thrilling diners at the Blueberry Hill Hotel in Honeydew. Trendz Live's producer Asanda Zondi received an invite to this brand new dining show, and seemingly she enjoyed all things flavorful and social 3D storytelling. This was accompanied by a 6-course dining and entertainment show. Take a look.
Tonight we are having dinner over some storytelling. Le Petit Chef, a mind-blowing, innovative, unique gastronomic experience full of never-been-seen-before in SA, tabletop fun and surprises. The mood, music, table curtains, all change with the menu being served.
Lalela, I'm about to poke your nose and taste buds. Le Petit Chef, the spontaneous and smallest animated chef, has returned to share another of his gourmet adventures. I'm talking 6-course meals, 3D dinner time stories, and everything succulent. I cannot tell you more about it. You're gonna have to see it for yourself. Let's go. Ryan, welcome to Trendz.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to have you here. Blueberry Hill Hotel is where it's happening tonight. Le Petit Chef experience. Long story short, you'll experience it now. Basically, it's a 6-course meal paired with a tabletop projection of a little chef 52 millimeters in height, and he will take you through these 6 courses, running around your table, and you will be immersed in the experience.
So who is allowed to attend the dinner time stories?
For the sake of the evening shows, we only allow adults. Anyone under 12 would not be allowed unless we do a special request. On our Sunday show, we do kids because it's more of a family day.
When does this actually happen?
At the moment, we are running Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. We do have options for Wednesdays and Sundays, depending on our bookings and your request. If you do have a special request, we can view the inquiry and take it from there. We are flexible. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. It's an experience.
Let me find out from the guests how they feel about this experience. I'm really enjoying myself, but let's check up with them. Hi.
Hi.
Who am I speaking to?
Zani.
Zani, what do you think of this experience? Are you enjoying it? Is it reaching expectations?
No, definitely it is. We are very blessed to be here tonight as well. And yeah, if it wasn't for our company, it would have been, no, this is definitely a true experience, to be honest.
Experience is very cool, very different, I would say, to a normal restaurant, what you experience. The little guy that runs on the plate as well is very, very different. So I really, really like it. It's a very cool experience and it's definitely a must try.
It's really been an unbelievable night. The food's been incredible and it's not actually my palate, but I've enjoyed all the food.
Right, so it's Women's Month and we're celebrating women in all spheres of life. Up next, we look at the art by the amazing Mary Sibande, who is famous for working with bronze and creating incredible art installations.
World-renowned visual artist Mary Sibande has represented South Africa all over the world, dazzling her audience with her life-size sculptures and installations. Today, we are in Johannesburg for an exhibition with Dorothy K.
Every year we mount a legacy exhibition in which we pair two prominent South African artists. In 2019 we paired Louis Makubela and Douglas Portway. 2020 it was Gladys Mugudlandlu and Maddie Laubscher. And last year, 2021, George Pemba and Robert Hodgetts. This year we are pairing Dorothy K and Mary Sibande. The curating started with Dorothy K's iconic portrait of Cookie Animabata in the Pretoria Art Museum. Cookie worked for Dorothy for 40 years and she painted a tribute to her.
Mary Sibande pays tribute to her mother, her grandmother and her great-grandmother through her work, as they were all domestic workers, and she pays tribute to them through her alter ego called Sophie. And that was the first connection between Dorothy K and Mary Sibande. But through this exhibition, we have found other multiple connections between the two artists.
Actually, one of the first things that I saw when I walked in here, I went straight to the figurines. I haven't seen them in one space at the same time. So for me, it's just, when I got here, I just started getting other pictures of, okay, this can actually continue. This could be, an extensive body of work. So initially my work was, I was looking at my personal history, and I was looking at the women in my family who were all domestic workers. In a way, I was trying to understand myself as a black woman living in post-apartheid South Africa. And what does it mean? What does it mean to actually interact with other races? I speak of races in that, I speak of race in South Africa. Racism and race has actually was the wall that divided people. When I was conceptualizing around that world, the idea I was going through, I would say, a lot of unsureness. I was moving galleries, and at some points I thought, I just want to leave art. I don't want to make art anymore. And I think I took a break. I took a break for about 3 years where I wasn't making anything. And then this was the first work that actually that I made after that break, an unintentional break. But for me, it was just summoning all my ways of making art, summoning all my powers. Now I'm putting myself into a comic book, summoning all my powers into coming back into this world that I love. I love making art, and I think this is it's always been a conversation that Gordon and I always had when I used to work at Gordon Gallery. We always talk about art and where I see myself in the future. And I remember the first time also when the first time I went to Europe was actually Gordon said, you need to go to Europe, you need to go see the world, and that's how you can actually grow your ideas and just like blow your mind. And I did. And when I got back, it just was a 360 idea, which is just wanted to dive into it and just be a full-time artist.
The show ran from the 11th of July till the 12th of August, but it is still available for viewing online through our website at Strauss & Company.
So one of the country's best illustrators and street artists, Karabo Poppy, had a mentorship program that enabled local designers the space to create murals across the busy streets of the most loved urban district in Jozi, Braamfontein. Producer Silepe Maifadi attended the walkabout reveal. Let's take a look.
Women's Month in the best way we know possible by celebrating female creatives that are really doing the most in the industry. Today we are in Braamfontein here to check out something really different. We're breathing for it. I'm here with Boema, who's going to tell us a bit more about why we're here. Hi Boema, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good, thank you. So, we just did a walkabout that basically showcases the best of what it means for someone to say breathe for it. What does that mean, and how did you best put that out on a big canvas that we saw today?
So essentially the question was how, what you breathe for, and I narrowed it down to breathing. I breathe for expansion and I breathe for growth, specifically in the context of women, and especially with the work that I make is commentary on women contorting themselves in certain spaces. So I feel like this is quite fitting for especially a male-dominated industry like muralism. It was kind of a commentary on that, on the expansion of women itself, as well as the kind of work that I make, and also the building itself on Kitcheners is like a party spot, and just the kind of challenges that women face during nightlife, and the contortion of the female form in those spaces.
Great. So a lot of times you'll find that they'll say that women don't plug each other, that we really don't put each other on. But throughout this project, you had Karabo Poppy as your mentor, and she was out and about and literally going through a process of getting you to actually have what we currently see. Tell us about that process. What went into this project?
So essentially she chose 8-9 mentees that she thought would work well in this medium, and I think everyone was challenged, even people that have experience in this background, and yeah, she sort of hand selected everyone, and we had to submit a brief, and she sort of helped us kind of tighten things and clean up things and kind of edge us to make things more final for our murals. And she was with us throughout pretty much the whole process. She'd come and check with us on site, and she was very quick to help and just give feedback, and it was cool to sort of have someone to know that you could kind of count on in the space.
Yeah. What do you think of what we saw today throughout the works and the representation of femininity that came out through it?
Hi, and I think firstly, thank you so much for having me, and I'm really excited to be here because I think the art that I saw really speaks to different things that we go through as human beings. Particularly, I liked Destin August that spoke about representation within the LGBTI community. Even though Poppy is a woman, and a queer woman. For me, she could have easily took that by herself. But I think having Justin speaking into that was really, really incredible.
As an activist, Women's Month, what does it mean to you?
For one, I'm excited that we are in a space again where we can speak about issues that women faces every day. But also to say, as a trans woman, I then speak to say, I see what people are doing. I'm hoping that the message that also that I'm carrying, people are seeing, and we get to have this conversation even more.
Yep, let's continue to chop it up. Thank you so much, Yaya, for speaking to us on Trendz Live. And that's all we have for you today. You already saw it. Braamfontein is lit, it's tagged, everybody is breathing for it. You don't want to miss it. Come through and check it out.
As the saying goes, there's almost so much to explore with so little time. Thank you so much for watching. From all of us at Trendz Live, take care.